watching the Green Dream Project. Jim's here with you. Today is the day we do our toilet install. I'm going to take out the old toilet that's in the RV. Getting rid of that, we don't want that anymore, wastes too much water, and we're going to put in the DIY composting toilet. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to that in the description below. You can check that out as well. So one, I'm just going to remove, I put up some insulation during the cold winter months, but it's not going to get cold enough to freeze that, so I ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to take that off there and shut off the water supply. Definitely don't need this anymore. Okay, so the first thing I want to actually do in this process, I want to empty the wastewater tank. So I'm going to close this up to the gray water. And then I'm going to empty the black water. And this should be the last time I have to do this. I'm going to spare you any of the visuals on this, but I will say that this is one smell that I will be glad not to have to endure anymore. Okay, that should be the last of it. Now, I'm going to go back inside. Now that I've shut that down, I'm going to go back inside. Just as a precautionary measure, I want to make sure that if there's anything left in there, I kind of sanitize that out a little bit. That way we won't get any backup smell from any residual elements left in that tank. So I'm going to do that right now. So we don't have any more bleach. What I'm going to do is dump a little bit of this Nature's Miracle in the tank, which uses enzymes to break down any kind of urine and everything like that, which besides urine and water is the only thing that's been in this tank, so I think that should dissolve any kind of leftover odors in there. Now I'm just going to let that sit in the tank for a little bit, let that do its magic. Then I'm going to come back, add a little bit more water to the tank to flush that out, and then we'll get to work. So now that I've let that sit for a little bit, I am going to run some water through and just give this one last flush. Okay, I'm back out here with the tanks. Okay, so I lied before. This will be the last time. Hopefully I'm draining the black water tank. Close that up. Open this, open it up, and then I'm hoping that this will flush that out. I hope that'll help clean that tank out. Now, on to the next step. I don't know if this is the case with all RVs or whatnot, but definitely for ours. To get that city lines connected, there's no way I can shut off the water to the toilet. It's not like it was back in our old house. So I'm going to have to shut off the water supply, then go inside and make sure all that's drained out. Alright, now let's empty it out. So actually I'm going to drain this at its source. That way if there's any water left in the tubing, hopefully a lot of that will get drained out. Okay, now that the water is completely removed from there, I am going to try and take this out. Now, if what I've been reading is true, there should be two nuts that I have to take off. One in front here, behind the foot pedal, and then one toward the back. So the one up front is done. I'm going to try and hit the difficult one in the back. Now, there might be an easier way of actually getting to this from the top if I had an extension, but I don't, so I might have to try this the hard way. This is crazy, Jess. You should see this. You probably don't want to see it, but nice. Well, here goes nothing. Hopefully this will just pick right up. We gotta basically one more attachment. I gotta unscrew the toilet from the water line. And that is all she wrote. That is nasty back there. I'm gonna have to clean that up right away. So I kind of cleaned this up a little bit. There's still a stain around here I want to get off, but I am going to try and cap this off so that water no longer runs out of here. And I want to remove all of this hardware. Right now I'm going to remove this rubber seal, nasty, and these things. So I made a quick check. I brought in a composting toilet just to see how it would fit here. This pipe is not going to be a problem. So what I'm going to do is I am going to snip it and then attach this little thing, which is called a shark bite, which I've been assured to by the people at ACE that this should stop the flow of this water. Alrighty. Now that is snipped off. Time to apply the shark bite. It looks good. Test it out before finishing this up, that way we know if we got to deal with anything with the water. So upon careful consideration, I am going to leave this where it's at. Apparently if you take these screws out, this whole thing is still attached to the tank. So it's not too big of an issue. The bottom of the bucket actually comes over this a little bit. I might want to adjust the legs a little bit just to accommodate for this extra side, but I think it'll be fine just with this in here. The next step though is I want to test to make sure that this is watertight seal. So this is it. It's fully installed. So we did a water test. The water is on in the trailer now, and that shark bite works perfectly. I'm going to have to go into ACE and just congratulate them on an excellent suggestion. But here it is. It's all ready to go. It's just leaving one last thing, leaving that little piece underneath the toilet. I might want to adjust the legs a little bit, but other than that, I think it's ready to go. Solid. And this is where we're going to have the cover material. Right back in here. Trash can full of sawdust. Just might want to add a little scoop. That's something we didn't think about. Just get a little scoop in there. Or when you pull it out, grab the scoop, spread it in, and we're good to go. Now we have not been doing our number 2s in here while the other toilet was in, because we just wanted to keep that a little bit cleaner than. So we were just the number 1s. But now we can do all of our business. We're right inside the trailer. I don't know how they feel about it, but I feel pretty excited. So thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to keep updated on all the projects we're doing out here. We got a lot coming, so it should be pretty exciting. And please share with your friends, because I want to get the word out on what we're doing here. All right. All right. Thanks, everyone.